Welcome, my friend, to ChessWhiz TV episode 461. Yeah, that's right. We are playing Rook Sniper chess today. It's a new chess variant we've never played before, just like every other episode. It's going to be one where it's very similar to Sniper chess. If you look up ChessWhiz TV episodes and search for Sniper, you're going to find Sniper chess, where all you have to do is check the opponent to win. So that's like, it ends in 3 moves. So let's try this variant, Rook Sniper chess, where you have to snipe with a rook. So as soon as you check your opponent with a rook, you win. So that's going to be pretty easy. Just bring out your rook, check the opponent. Problem is, yeah, if you lose your rooks, you can't really do that. So yeah, I'm going to try to not lose my rooks. That's my strategy. And then the other strat is to check the opponent. However, fast clicking by Awesome Rossum. He got right into the game. However, if you lose your rooks, don't even worry. You can also win by checkmating, but you'll probably lose because your opponent's probably going to check you with his rook. Okay, so here comes his rook. So obviously, this is going to prevent this rook escape here. And so we'll just pick it up. Thank you, Awesome Rossum. Thank you very much for that rook. I am now winning by about 1,000. Let's just keep destroying his position. Normally, this would be like winning by the exchange. Rook for a bishop or rook for a knight is called the exchange because chess players aren't very good at naming things. However, this specific exchange is worth so much because all I have to do is bring my rook out here and checkmate him. Okay, that last part was a little vague, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, it's really not possible, is it? Like, I'm not quite getting there. Oh, a follower on ChessWhiz TV. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for following. So like check, nothing happens. Let's just continue destroying myself. I have a hunch, and that's because of my bad posture. But I also have a hunch that this variant should be played very similarly to chess. It's not like you should destroy your position like this in order to win the game. I think I'm like making a mistake or something. However, we're just gonna try it. Oh, look at that. Rooks can move sideways across the board. I randomly protected my queen from capture there. That was pretty. Oh, could he? Oh. Oh, he could trap my queen. That's pretty cool. But he can't really. You guys see why? Take a look. Why shouldn't he play g6 besides the fact that he's not noticing g6? It's because I could take that pawn, and if he recaptures, I make a yellow arrow. Watch this. Um, that's not yellow. There it is. Check, and I win instantly. Pretty cool. I set up that sacrifice. That's not a sacrifice. Yeah, it is. I set it up in just like 12 moves. That's how smart I am. Okay, so let's see. If I were to take this, can I win that way? No. Guess I should just keep developing my pieces here. I have trapped my own queen like a stupid person. However, I'm going to go attack his rook with this brilliant move. Overall, my brilliancies are moderate to high in this game, I would say. Like a 4 out of 5 brilliancy ratio on my chess moves here. There was a thing. I had to deal with the thing. So I looked over my shoulder and the thing was dealt with. What if I play here? He's going to be so scared of moving his rook that he'll move it. That sounds good. I'm seeing a lot of kibitzes in the chat. If you don't know what those are, they start with a K. K-I-B-I-T-Z is how you spell kibitz. It's what you say when someone is helping your opponent. Stop kibitzing. There was one time I was at a chess tournament and someone I knew was watching a game and they were playing kind of fast, kind of off in the corner, so it was assumed by the person watching that it was a casual game just for fun. And he's like, you should move over there. And he showed them this really good move, but no, it was a tournament game. So that's like the ultimate faux pas, to speak French briefly, because I'm just so good at French. That's a side topic, however. That was the ultimate faux pas in a chess tournament, to say you should move there. That's called kibitzing, and it's not allowed in tournaments. You are actually not allowed to walk up to a chessboard, believe it or not, and tell the players where they should move during their tournament game. That's really generally not allowed. So let's just come out here and win, I guess. Like I've been enjoying this game, but I guess winning's okay too. Guess I'll go do that. Yeah, pretty nice. So this game was an easy win thanks to him losing his rook on the second move and also not like developing any pieces. So he kind of had the idea that you should move your rooks like this, but no, you shouldn't. Checkmate. GG. GG. What you should actually do is play chess. So let's play again where you try to control the center of the board and you try to develop your pieces. Not quite like that, but in a rough general direction. Let's play e6. I love playing e6. Why do I like this? Well, first of all, you can pre-move it. Even if the opponent is like g4, you can counter with e6. It's great. And also you can transpose into the French defense. And as I was saying, I speak French, so this is fantastic. One of the tricks I like to use in this opening is, and this is a secret now. I'm going to reveal the secrets of the Wiz. This is how I got my rating up to 4 digits here. 1804. Yeah, that's 4 digits. Really good. Thanks to this secret. Is to not play knight c6 in this opening, right? Why? Because that's such a good square for the knight. Psych out the opponent. He's probably thinking, he's probably going to play knight c6. It's a really good square. Like it's going to attack the center. Ha! I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to analyze all my pieces, and this one's dumb. And then I will move it out here. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Comment below the video. Is bishop d7 to bishop b5 not the most brilliant opening ever? It actually works in chess too. I've used this in tournaments, and you know what I did? I won, and no one even told me where to move. It is just so powerful because he's going to take this. Now, geez, what? Okay, this isn't in the book. In case you're wondering, like, okay, so what do you do after he fianchettos? The answer is he doesn't fianchetto. What kind of crazy Mike bumper are you? I don't usually bump people named Mike. That's just this one Mike, in case you're wondering about that. So this didn't go as planned quite. I did not expect this at all, but hey, I'm still playing chess. That's good. So usually this file opens up in the French defense and the rook does things, but I don't know about that right now because of free pawns and also rook. I'm going to be checkmating him with that rook using the sniper chess rules. So I just don't know if I should be doing that. Let's see. Someone in the chat is saying, how do you play? That is a fair question. Let's put that right here. Win instantly by checking the opponent with a rook. Win instantly. Okay, I love winning instantly. Best method of winning, I think. We got a hi in the chat from another free pawn. It's the same one technically. From Human Man 34. That's an old human man if you ask me. It's kind of weird when you're a certain age. Everyone older than you feels old if you're feeling them, and everyone younger than you feels young. I don't think that ever goes away no matter how old you get. Even if you become like 92 years old, like, what? You're only 87? It's like your perspective is just you. It's your own perspective. It's always you. Okay, so he's going to try to castle, which is illegal. So that's fantastic. There's a rule in chess that says you can't cheat. So that's what's stopping him from castling here. Now, it seems like I could just win this game. So let's do that. I would love to play my rook over, but I can't. So what can I do? This would be pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I wanted to play bishop b4, but that would burn too many calories moving my mouse so far. Why would I waste my energy? Oh, great. I can't checkmate him in one move. Moving so far when I could just move less far. Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, look, free pawn. I should probably take that sometime. Maybe right now. Yes, let's do that. Awesome. Rosam falling apart. Let's continue to capture his things. Always a fun thing to do. And checkmate. Oh, where's the checkmate? Checkmate him by checking him with a rook. Can I do that? Oh, you're out of time. Awesome. That's probably okay. You're kind of bleeding right now. What I was going to do next is just bring my knight out, which would be so funny for me, because if he took this free bishop, I would check him with the queen. He would capture back, and then wham, where's my yellow? Wham! That would be a rook check, and I would win. I enjoyed those 2 games. Awesome, whatever your name is. But the rules on this show are generally, you only get to play 2 games with me unless I want to play more. So that is why I've cut it off at 2. But I really think you're awesome. You're among the 2 most awesome people. Awesome. If you don't count me, of course. Because if I said that and I was the number 1, that would be quite self-centered. And that's not me. No, I'm not self-centered. That's why I only talk about myself 99% of the time on this show. But no, awesome, you are among the 2 top people because you were the 2 people who showed up to the stream before I did. I mean, I get up in the morning because occasionally, okay, I get up in the afternoon, I turn on my stream, and who's already in the chat? Who's there? Like, hi, I'm typing hi, like to the empty box, because it's a good idea to say hi to nobody. Otherwise, you won't say hi at all. And what happens? Awesome Rossum has already said hi in the chat already. Now, that is amazing. That makes him awesome. Except for Mango Town Plaza, another guy in the chat had also already said hi before him. So I should probably just let these guys do the show. If I'm ever like, I can't make it to ChessWhiz TV today, no problem. I'll just give the streaming key to Awesome Rossum, and I can probably just go retire. Oh wait, I'm already retired. I mean, obviously. You think I do this for a living? Well, you're wrong. Now, if I could figure out a way how to drink from a vase for a living, that would be something, right? Like, we have a new opening. We need to hire someone who will test drinking from vases. The simple fact is there's too many vases here and not enough vase drinkers, and we need someone whose sole purpose is to drink from vases. because there's just so many. I can't I can't come up with anything funny. Now I'm trying to come up with something funny in case you're wondering. I watched I watched a short clip of Robin Williams this week. It was short because I'm short and I wanted to kind of match those together. And I'm like, Robin Williams is also known as, by some people, the funniest man in the world. Now that's pretty good because he's dead. So, like, how can you be simultaneously the funniest man in the world and dead? That's my goal, or at least the first half. So I was pretty impressed by that. So I watched the short clip and I concluded, after watching it, that he's funnier than I am. Like, no doubt. I mean, here's one of the things he said. I don't remember anything he said. I was blown away by how funny he was. Oh, I don't forget we're playing Rook Sniper chess, and I'm not playing Awesome Rossum, so I have to look at the board every now and then in order to continue to win. So let's just get the king over here and plan a rook lift. Would you? This is going to be interesting. A rook lift. This is how you lift the rook, right? Should I take with this and lose my bishop? I think so. I think that would be pretty smart. And what I noticed, there were two things about him. First of all, he had hair. And secondly, he prepared his lines ahead of time. He actually, and he memorized it too, by the way, because walking around with a paper is not very funny, I think. So he memorized his lines. Maybe I shouldn't have given up that bishop. But we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Check, 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 hopefully. And then check, hopefully. And that'll be the check. That's good. That's how this is going to work. Let's do it. This could work if he moves the bishop, please. Let's give him some time. He didn't move the bishop, but that's okay. I'm still on the way. Get it? It rhymes. He was prepared. So I thought, you know what I should do? I actually do think every now and then, like once a week or so, I thought I should prepare also. Let's get the king. Okay, so I should be able to win this, and then I'll continue my monologue. Um, because that's really all I can ever do on this show. The only thing on this show is my monologue. You might think, oh, does he ever have special guests? No, and he doesn't have regular guests either, non-special ones. I mean, take. He just monologues for an hour. That's all it. That's all it is. Yeah. So if you're wondering, like, when does this guy stop talking and play chess? Yeah, you'll be waiting a while. So what do I do here to win? I'm interested in winning right now. Okay, so here's the idea. Take this pawn and then take this rook. If he recaptures, I check him with that sound as well. That's the sound of walking away. It's not the sound of walking away. But by the way, the sound of walking away is a pretty good song. Here's how it goes. The sound of walking away. Okay, you probably could have guessed that. It's pretty good though. Okay, so now I can't do all those things, but I'm going to do these things. Keep thinking, ChessWhiz. It's good for the brain. I could check him. Oh, it's so difficult to come up with funny things to say. Wow. Oh, this is gonna work, right? And then I'm gonna come here. Okay, this is good. Okay, I came up with a sequence of moves that might lead to my own victory, which is pretty impressive. Yes, ChessWhiz came up with a sequence of moves. Guys, did you see that? Actually made a good move. That happens like one every 3 episodes or so. I am so fabulously excited about this. Let's give him some more time so he can agonize over my victory. That's generally the purpose of this button up here. It's not to be nice. It's to, let's just take this one also. The purpose of that button is to click it when you're about to win so your opponent can hurt for longer. It's like the hurt longer button. Hi-ya! I look forward to winning right now. Checkmate. GG. If you don't know the special rules, you might have been confused by my last two moves. However, you win instantly by checking the opponent with a rook. So that was pretty epic sequence right there if you know that rule. Otherwise, you would have been kind of confused by my last few moves and also his. But let's play again if you want to try hard chess. And then after that game, we're going to play the Bar Maniton, which isn't a thing. It's also off the screen, so I sound kind of dumb. But actually, that does say Bar Maniton up there. Just trust me. That's what it says. Someday I'll reveal that to you. So what I'd like to do right now is invite you, if you're watching the live show right now, twitch.tv/ChessWhiz. You can join this show and play chess with me. All you have to do is challenge me on this website, which is called Liches. It's kind of a strange name. Oh no, I'm in the losing position. He's gonna bring out his bishop like this. What do I do? This calls for smart play. Hello, smart play. Okay, what was I saying? Yes, Robin Williams. I was talking about him. If you haven't heard of him, that's amazing. Why did I play b3? I stopped watching what I was doing for a moment. So my plan is to play c4 and block his bishop. Here we go. Blocked. He's totally blocked right now. And then I'm going to castle queenside, which is Not really possible, is it? I haven't moved anything yet. Okay, okay, fine. I'm gonna look kingside. Stop being so picky. I don't want to trade bishops though. I want to block in my own bishop. Like, no, you have a bad bishop, so my strat is to give myself a bad bishop. Maybe that wasn't my smartest sequence of moves, but hey, I'll just continue bringing these pieces out in a hurry. There is a possibility that suddenly I will win instantly by checking with a rook. Let's put that right there. There is that possibility, especially if I manage to trade queens here. I don't know why that's especially true. Oh no, we have new followers. Cringe 3232. I'll just take that as a command. Ew, he's following me. What else here? Oh, we've got or lava sushi. Say that again. Or love. Asi sushi. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me what your username is in the chat here, because I don't really know what your username is. So my strat here is to check him, pull his king over, and then jump over my own bishop. But it's not working. It is not working. So instead, we're going to have to play something smarter than that, just temporarily. Temporary smartness commencing. I'm going to play here and take that bishop because it's annoying me. I'm already annoyed. Okay, what else? I got a third message here. Oh, it's from twitch.tv. HumanMan34 is now following on Twitch. Guys, if you're following right now, you're sending messages to my wrist. Think about how cool that is. Think about that, okay? Imagine you're sending messages to my wrist. Okay, you probably are finished imagining that. Imagine it some more. You're sending messages to my wrist. Imagine how cool that is. Just think, just 1,000 years ago, how difficult that would be for you to be sitting there in Spain or wherever you are, and I'm sitting here in non-Spain, and you send messages to my wrist? I mean, I have two wrists. I don't really know how to take another angle on this. Besides, okay, so if I take his queen, he takes my queen, and I take his bishop. Then he takes my knight. That's pretty good. Or, yeah, I better do that because I can't escape. Escape. So, okay. So here we go. We're going to go for a rook check. We're going to do it. We'll get ready with the rook. Okay. Here we go. And then this move. It's going to look like, oh, no. But we're actually going to, oh. Okay. This is a mixture between my own commentary and my own involuntary reactions to this position. I tried to say the word reactions. It's a difficult word. Now I can't get him. Oh, he's going to get away. So now that we're playing chess, let's check the position here. I got two bishops and a knight. He's got two knights and a bishop. We got 6 pawns against 6 pawns. Very, very even there. Very even. It's going to come down to who makes the best moves. No way. Whoever makes the best moves is going to win this chess game, guys. Epic. I can't wait for that. He's going to trade rooks, giving me the open file. Fantastic. Glad to hear that. And then we're going to check in with a rook. Two bishops is good. It'd be nice to open up the position a little bit. It looks like he's doing that for me by capturing my pawn. Perfect. Let's send this down here. And then we can make some more chess moves. My plan, I think, is to trade whatever this is for whatever that is, because this is a awful bishop, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking about g4 here, and now I'm playing it. Look at how his knight is very trapped. V-trapped, as they say in Bangladesh. Do they say that there? You can't disprove that. In Bangladesh, they say V-trapped instead of very trapped. Did you know that? Oh, why didn't you know that? Everybody knows that. Well, I just told you, so now you know it. We are now in an opposite color bishops. Ooh, he's trying to be sneaky, trying to get that rook check in there. Nice try. We got a comment from Bar Maniton in the chat. So for all of you watching live, you can now see I wasn't joking. His username really is Bar Maniton, as if that's a thing. Okay, so we're going to check, I think. We're going to come in for this pawn here. That's what we're going to do. But, oh, I can't resist this. I'll take that. Now everything starts over. I have to go back in order to be aggressive. But hey, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll promote this pawn if you don't take it. He didn't take it. Ooh, he's threatening to win. What if we trade rooks? What if we do that? Oh, very close here. Any rook check wins instantly. There aren't any. Robin Williams was a great guy. Yeah, let's talk about Robin Williams. He killed himself. That's so sad. As a rule, I never kill myself. Just in case you're wondering, like, does ChessWhiz do that? Like, how often? No, I've never done it. I never plan to. However, I might change my mind just as he did. Here's what he had going for him. He essentially had, I think I should take this. Oh, pistol. just to go with the French way of saying it. Could go with the Bangladorian way, but is that how you say it? Bangladorian? I don't know. But we'll go with this way. Check. This is pretty good. He had a disease called I don't remember. He had a disease I don't remember. It was pretty bad, very very serious, unrememberable disease. And in that disease, he it was incurable and it was affecting his ability to think, and it was going to get worse. So I forgive him for killing himself. I think that's probably the best. Ooh, he could take this. The best conditions under which one could kill himself is under an incurable disease. However, let's not talk about the reasons we should kill ourselves. I actually think that's not a great topic right now, although it is a very insightful one in case you are considering such an action. I think it's not a great topic. Like, we could talk about chess instead, just for example. Well, what's he trying to do here with his chess moves? I'll just let his rook come down, because if he leaves the back rank, I've got check. In fact, could I just engineer some kind of check here? Like, what if I get my pawns here and here? What if I advance I'm trying to draw this, okay? If I get my pawns here and here, then I could come over here with the rook and check him. I'll keep adding him time because he keeps taking too long. This is interesting. I'm going to go for that, I think. I think I'll go for putting pawns here and here. He's blocked me. Oh, I don't have to go for it now. I can just go for a one pawn here. Much easier. Good. Promote to a rook. Oh, that's brilliant. How do you do that? Do you hold down control? That's something in the chat, by the way. How do you promote to a rook? Okay, so now I pretty much win. If he moves the rook, look at this. If he moves the rook, I take the knight. If he moves the knight, I move right here, unless he moves the knight here. If he moves the king to take that pawn, I check him. So he's almost in stalemate except for knight here. So let's prevent knight there by going here. And we've pretty much stalemated the guy. That's fantastic. Nice, nice. Good play, ChessWhiz. Let's move on. New topic. Yeah, so Robin, what he did was he prepared his content. So I thought, what I should do is prepare my content. And so in order to, here we go. This is pretty exciting. I'm going for it, guys. Here comes the check. Good play, ChessWhiz. Good play. The secret, by the way, in case you're wondering how I win every game, the secret is to play opponents with this number much lower. GG. GG, that was fun, try hard chess. Like, you would think like the secret to winning chess is making good moves, but no, you do not need good moves to win. What you need is to find a guy who has a smaller number, and it just comes very naturally. Bar Maniton, let's play with him now. I will prove to you, look at that, definitely Bar Maniton. It's probably a typo. It's probably supposed to say Bat Martian, and he just put the letters in wrong. Don't you think? He's a bat that lives on Mars. That's the best I can come up with, because Bar Maniton doesn't mean anything. Oh, maybe it's 4 words. And maybe he's saying that he's a device that darkens the skin tone of people who work in bars, right? So he's a barman I tan. No. Chess. Let's focus on chess here. We are now learning that Bar Maniton is a Pokemon. Well, that is dumb. Or is it me? One of us is dumb. Either that statement or me is currently dumb. Well, how's it pronounced then? Because Bar Maniton doesn't sound right. Oh, Dar Maniton is a Pokemon. How do you say it? I'll just type that in the chat because there's so much latency in my stream that if I say to the guy, how do you pronounce that? And then he's sitting there in his computer, he eats some pizza, and then the message comes through, right? 2 hours later, and he's like, oh, I'll type my response in the chat. Type. He uses English. I read it. I can do that. I read English, by the way. I practice occasionally. And then I see that, and I'm like, oh, I don't understand that, actually. So then I send him another message. So that's all very, very slow, but the chat box is very instantaneous. Very, like 100%. Or it's like 99% instantaneous, if that means anything, which, by the way, it doesn't mean anything for something to be partially instantaneous. It's kind of like saying that's a very unique chat box right there. No, it can't be very unique, because it's either unique, which means there's nothing like it, or it's not unique, which means there's something like it. It's impossible to be very unique, but I distract myself occasionally, such as now. What I meant to say was, I got my response right now. The way you're saying it, it's weird. Oh, that's something Darmanitan and I have in common. We're both weird. Huh, that's very interesting. That is very interesting. So, how did I get on Robin Williams? Well, I was first searching the internet for entertaining things, which I do all the time because really, if I'm not being entertained, I'm trying to be entertained. There's really two modes of being for me. So I found this video. It's called, I'm not talking about the one with him in it. I'm talking about the other one with him in it. Hold on, let me scratch my eye. Okay, I'm done doing that. Oh, here he comes with his check. This guy, he's like all checking me, you know. He's very checky guy. Ooh, Bar Maniton has prepared this check. I'm not sure how to not get checked. Okay, here's my idea. It's not going to work. Here's my other idea. That's not great. It's awful. Yes, that's the move. Brilliant, ChessWhiz. Yes, thanks to my 4-second think, the rest of the time I was just kind of thinking about Robin Williams. I was able to block whatever just happened to me. And now I'm threatening some of this jazz. Move back. I won't fork you. I won't fork your queen. I have a better plan. Okay, so let's see now. I'm already not getting destroyed in one move, so that's great. Where do I move my king now that I'm not dead? Yes, I'm not dead. Let's try this. I survived and I hit my own microphone. Again, that's like the theme of the show. ChessWhiz hits own microphone. Again. What if I just take this? Oh yeah, take it with the Queen's Knight. Oh, brilliancy of brilliancies. ChessWhiz, you are outdoing yourself, which doesn't take much. Yeah, I saw a video. I was really entertained by this video, but it hit me right in the feels. Have you ever had that happen? Something hits you in the feels? If that's never happened, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Probably because you are not a human. Let's give him some time here. I seem to be winning, so it'd be a good time to give time. Because look at this. I got check, and then I got check, and I win. Oh, it's very interesting. It's interesting how I'll just win here in 2 moves. 1, 2. What a turnaround! ChessWhiz! This involves putting your hands up and celebrating. Yeah. I'm so glad. Don't make a GIF out of that. Do not make an animated GIF. Did I say GIF? Definitely GIF. Out of that. That was not an appropriate motion to be repeating on the internet. Let's see. I win. Want to play again, Bar Maniton? Just try to beat me again. Just try. Come on, just try it. GG Uno has donated an Easter egg, according to the chat. What does that mean? GG Uno has donated an Easter egg with the message, Happy Easter, you master. What does that mean? I don't know what it means, but thank you. I think that's good, right? The verb is donated, which sounds generous. So thank you very much, GG Uno, for doing that. Nally on top has a question in the chat. He says, how do I stop white from playing NF7 with BC4, picking up my pawn? There is a way. It involves, oh yeah, this guy's so dead. Okay, there's a trick here. Doot, and then doot. Okay, he moves his knight, and doot, I win his queen. Here comes the doot. This is called the wrong way to play. I definitely remember the name of this opening because I'm not super old. I used to know this opening like the back of my hand, but now all I can do is win his queen for free. Well, I guess that's something. It's better to win the queen than to remember the name of the opening, right? So that's good. That was, by the way, check from my queen, in case you're wondering why he didn't save his queen and just take my knight for free. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so he's going to try to do a thing. I need to be ready to prevent that. So let's just do and then block with the bishop. The way you prevent that, Nally on top. Let me show you some moves because I'm a guy with moves, and let me show them to you. E4, E5. Knight f3, knight c6. There's a bishop c4, okay? So now he's about to come out here, Nally. Okay, see, so here's what you do. You move your bishop out. This is the key. I'll do it in yellow because I'm a big fan of yellow, okay? You do not play this move, okay? That now, if he moves his knight up here, you can just take it with your queen because his bishop's not guarding that, so you just won the free knight, okay? So he can't do that yet. So he needs to prepare that. So he plays d3 so that he's defending that square. Then you play knight f6. Then if he comes down here to get you, you've already moved both these pieces. You moved the bishop first, and that's the key. So you can just castle. That's the secret. That's how you prevent it. Now, there's other ways of preventing it, which is just letting him doing it. you can letting him doing it. You can also do that. However, you asked how do I stop white from doing that? So that's how you stop him. Now you know. Hope that was helpful for everyone watching. Because if it was only helpful for you, Nally, I probably wouldn't have done it. I would have been like, just one guy. Who cares about one guy? I don't care about one guy. But there's multiple guys watching. Unfortunately, no girls, but there's multiple guys watching. So I'll just show that to all you guys at the same time. That's pretty good. I think I better move my queen here. It's across from a rook. Always kind of a dangerous setup anytime your queen is across from a rook. This wasn't really well played. By the way, I lost this pawn and kind of got into an awkward position, which happens to me a lot, by the way. That's why I don't go on dates. But it could have gone worse, I also must admit. Check. What is this? What is this free pawn? I should probably develop the other half of my army, but it is way too fun just taking his free pawns for me to do anything like that. He's now planning to check me with his rook like this, but he can't for obvious reasons. Nice try. Let's play here because he could actually take this. If I take with king, he checks me. If I take with knight, he can do the thing. So let's keep it simple and block that off. Now I'll just take the free pawn. I should probably develop half my army over here, notably the pieces. However, I am too interested to take all this free stuff. Which, by the way, it's getting more and more free as we speak. You can be very free. I don't know if you can be very unique, but if something goes from 0 cost to really 0 cost, like a whole bunch more 0, that's becoming really free. And I would say this is now an extremely free rook. Extremely free. Ornikar, according to the chat, Ornikar has been streaming coding Chess version 2. Oh, that's really cool. That's a very low temperature thing. That's what I mean by cool. Oh, he's trying to win. I'd better lose my knight for nothing. You see what I'm doing? I'm trying not to let him check me with his rook. That's what I'm trying to do. Giving up the knight is part of my ultimate strat for that. What I'm going to try to do here is win his rook using my rook winning techniques. Let's go here. I have to play kind of fast too because I spent most of this game explaining the Giocco piano. So in case you don't know, that was that opening with all the red arrows. So I don't have much time to actually make good moves here. I have to make bad moves, but after I'm finished with those, we'll be good to go. So this pawn, critical pawn, preventing the rook from coming over and checking me. Let's now go here. So, by the way, I can just win, huh? Because I have these rooks. And I can just win by checking in with a rook. Because in case you just wandered in, we're playing a special chess variant where you win instantly by checking the opponent with a rook. So now he has no rooks, and I have a ton of rooks. So I guess I should just lose one of them. Seems like I can win that way. And just check him. You're kidding. You're kidding. He's not actually preventing this, is he? No. No. Now, there is a chance, since this is a rated game, that he's going to be like, who cares about the chess rules? I want to win this rated game. But fortunately, I can check him and win. I was about to throw away my rook, but why do that? Why not? Why not have a balance, you know, between winning the variant and winning chess? Why not? There isn't any reason why not. Man, I got problems. Not as big a problem as my opponent here, though. Definitely bigger problems there on the other side of the board. GG. GG, Bar Maniton. That was fun. That was definitely fun. I am running out of time, and I do want to play with mate on f7. So I think I'm going to play just one with you, unless you he wanted to move to z9, I think. Is that a square? One more. Unless you super want to play one more. I want to move to my next opponent because I'm in a hurry to play all the people in the whole world. However, there's this big, soft, compassionate, emotional part of my... Actually, I don't have that. Never mind. That makes me want to play this guy again. Because everyone else I played twice with, and there's something in humans that says, humans should have fair things. So, like, it's actually irrational. Like, would you rather have $1 and everyone else have $100? Oh, that's not fair. I don't want that. Or 50 cents and nobody else gets anything. Ha, nobody else gets anything. That's where I'm going right now. But it's actually like a group of 10 people, and the world's way bigger than that. But because you're close to them, there's two things that affect you. First of all, you're like, well, I'm just going to compare myself to them. And secondly, you can smell them. So with those two things considered, you actually would rather take less so that they get less. It's less unfair, and it's more unfair for you. It's so weird, but humans are like this. I see this in people. Like they would rather have a worse situation, provided that like nobody around them has an unfair advantage. So weird. It's just weird. I try not to be that way, and I fail because everyone's that way, including me. Here he comes, trying to do his thing. So let's just do, and he can't do his thing now. Not being stupid here. We're going to move on to a new topic now because there's only 4 topics left to discuss, and one of them has just been mentioned in the chat right here. It says, "Hey ChessWhiz, what do you think of liking someone / falling in love?" Oh, there's one more word. I was going to answer that question, but there's one more word on that sentence. What do you think of liking someone / falling in love online? Do you think it's possible? Just looking for another opinion since I basically ended up in an online relationship yesterday. That's a very, very funny phrase. I ended up in an online relationship. Why is that funny? Well, it reminds me of a person yesterday who dropped a bunch of stinky garbage on the floor, and they said, it fell. You don't get it? Why is that funny? Okay, it's funny because they dropped it. They should say, I dropped this stinky garbage by accident. But instead they said, it fell. Okay, so the choice of words indicates that the garbage made a decision to fall. Like it's the garbage's fault for falling. No, you were the only sentient being in this situation. I'm pretty sure the garbage did not concoct a plan to fall. This was you dropping it, right? That's very, very common when you do something by accident to reframe it as the thing did the thing instead of me. It's a kind of way of absolving oneself of blame. And that's so common for people to be like, bad things and they're not my fault. In fact, you could become a much better person if you took more responsibility for your life. But let's move on. Who wants to talk about that? He says, so here's what he says. I basically ended up in an online relationship. So that's the phrase, I ended up. It really sounds like he's walking down the online street, like just minding his own business, and bam, the online relationship just onto him. You know what I mean? And he was very ended up. Oh, look, I can just win. All that, and I could just win. Interesting. Oh, he's running away. What am I going to do? Win. Let's keep just winning here. Yeah, interesting choice of words there. To say that. What you should say is, I basically entered an online relationship yesterday. That would be a more honest way to say what you did. And because I don't think that it was against your will. If it was, you might want to talk to someone about that for sure. That was pretty fun. I do have another challenger here. It is none other than Mate on F7. I just missed that message. He said epic something. Oh well, you guys can rewind the video and see it. So let's try to answer his question. What do you think of liking someone online? Or falling in love? Like one or the other. Like, okay, so you can fall in love, or like if that doesn't work for you, what about just liking someone? But he doesn't mean like liking. He means like liking, if you know what I mean. Which like liking, not just like liking, but liking. Yeah, that's what he means. Okay. Okay, so what do I think of that? Well, I don't think of it, so let's start thinking of it and think what I think. What is this crazy man trying to do to myself? Queen f6 is the move here. Defends the pawn well, threatening a counter check. I don't know what he'll do about this. Oh, I probably should have played g6. g6 was probably better. And then knight f6, right? He'd play here and then knight f6. And then he'd be like, no, I gotta checkmate him. I gotta go like this and kick his knight away. And then I would win. I could do it now, but yeah, let's do it now. Why not? I'll just get to the bishop I don't have. I'm trying to figure out what I think about liking someone online. It's very... Okay, I'll tell you what I think. Are you ready? It's very difficult to like the right person online. It's very difficult. And you're going to be surprised by the reason. Okay? I guarantee you. Unless you're... Probably Mate Amargo, who doesn't watch anymore, knows the reason why it's hard, but no one else. So I'll just assume that no one watching knows why it's hard to fall in love with the right person online. Are you ready? Because in order to fall in love with the right person, you must smell them. Is that so weird? Think about it. You are a person, which is a human, which is a kind of animal. You want to find a mate just like other kinds of animals, such as foxes. Now, have you ever seen foxes mate without smelling each other first? No, you haven't. Definitely, you have never seen that. You always, 100% of the times that you've seen foxes select a mate, you've seen them smell each other first. I mean, like the entire set of all the times you've seen those foxes, they did. And the reason is that they need to smell each other, okay? And because some people are incompatible, and you can tell by smelling them. Okay. Now, does that make sense? So, because we don't have what's called smell-o-vision, we have only television. Oh no, I forgot about the chess variant. Um, let's do take back. Take back, please. Winking face. I was so interested in what don't you want to enjoy? Don't you want to have fun? Why would you choose to win instead of have fun? That's just so confusing. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm actually being completely serious, as I always am, when I say it is hard to find the right person online. Now, if you meet them and you smell them and you're like, wow, let's, and then you continue the relationship online because they just moved across the country. Okay, I lost my knight, but I can survive that. I can survive that. I just can't survive losing the game. Okay, he thinks something's funny. I have no idea. Oh, though that stands for lots of love. Well, same to you. Same to you. Interesting. This is very interesting. Let's focus on this a little bit. Yeah, I'm completely serious. That is actually a big reason why online dating is difficult. There's another reason, which is inherent in humanity, which is we don't really want people to know who we are because we're really rotten people. What we want is for people to see a certain image of ourselves. And you see this really common with social media because if you go on social media, let's say for example Facebook or some other social media site that where people really share details about their lives. Obviously, I don't do that. What's Facebook? But some people do. You're going to find that they share the best things. And if you actually just assume that their life consists of everything they post, you would think their life is awesome. But there's a fundamental impossibility about all this because, ooh, I could check the guy. I love checking. I could also take his queen for free. Guess I'll do that instead of checking him. That would be good, right? And then I'll go here, and I pretty much win. He's gonna try the one thing, so we got to prevent that. Oh, this actually might be problematic. Oh, it is problematic. No, it's not. I can just take his rook. Okay, so no problems. I just win. Fantastic. Well, that was interesting. GG. He wants to take back, but you can't. You're gonna have to go back like 10 moves to go back to a situation where you're still alive here. Yeah, I'll go with that take back also. You're very dead. So we have a desire to show our best and hide our worst. And that's very fundamentally human nature. You're not going to find someone online who's like, yeah, I'm going to just really show you who I really am online because I want you to understand me. No, that's not going to happen. They're going to be like, look at me. Look how thin I am. Look at this angle right here. I looked at 100 pictures and I was like, that one kind of looks good. So that's the one I'm going to show you, right? So you're not going to get an accurate representation of them. And it's not their fault. If you're thinking, if only they just didn't like hide who they really are, then this would work. No, it's not going to work because, oh, thanks, thanks, mate. Back to game one, I guess, on this one. Um, that wasn't great. Yeah, they're not going to. It's just flat out not going to happen because it's just intrinsic to humans. They're not going to show you who they really are, and they can't just decide to do that because they're going to revert to trying to show their best selves. So in the end, it's going to be very hard to find out what someone's really like. So that's another difficulty. Now, what I've just done is shared. Oh, what are you trying to do? Like win? Crazy guy. What I've just shared is two difficulties, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Just because something's difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. In fact, what I'm doing right now is difficult. It's very difficult to play chess and talk at the same time. Have you ever tried it? If you ever been like, ChessWhiz is so cool, I want to be like ChessWhiz. And I was going to do is have a stream. I'm going to stream myself. I'm going to talk and play chess. What you're going to end up doing is making really stupid moves just like I do because it's very difficult. By the way, I suggest you try that if you want to. Thanks for the rook, mate. He's going to take back that one again. Like this game consists of him blundering rooks, taking it back. That's all we're doing right here. So let me ask the guy, have you met him, her in person? I'm going to ask if they've met him or her in person. Now, I'm not saying him or her because this person could be a girl, because I've basically noticed that there's 97% of men who watch this show. 97% of the people who watch this show are men, and the other 3% are lying men who say they're not men. So I'm saying him or her though, not because he might be a girl, but simply because he might be homosexual, because that's actually more likely than that he's a girl if he's watching this show. So yeah, no more comments about that. Interesting, he's trading his rook for a knight. Not a great trade in my opinion. In fact, a very stupid trade in my opinion, but whatever. Stupidity in others is not something I can prevent, so I will not worry myself about it. We'll just move on. So I did ask, have you met him or her in person? No response. Fantastic. There's some good things about online dating, though. I named two difficult things, which is very, very difficult to overcome those two things. Both of them. Either one. Finding out what they really like and smelling them. Both hard. You might mail some article of clothing to the other person and be like, smell this and see if you want to date me. But you'd be like, no, ChessWhiz told me we should do it. Totally, I'm not weird. Send me something so I can smell it. Yeah, they're not going to probably think that's a great idea unless they also watch this show, which would mean that you are homosexual. So that's definitely unlikely. Most people watching this show are not homosexual. Just in case you're wondering about that too. Okay, so we got the answer. Because I got another question, but I don't want to answer that yet. Because first, I want to answer this one. I want to finish answering this one. And it says, no, I haven't met her in person. Her, okay, so it's a heterosexual guy. I believe that. Most people are who watch this. I haven't met her in person, but I was also asking if you thought it was possible to fall in love online. Yes, it is possible. Now, there is a risk that you're falling in love with the robot. It's not actually a person. It turns out that, okay, he wants to take this back because he thinks he made a bad move. No, how long ago was your move, mate? Seriously, like move two, move one was your bad move. Like take back to h5. I actually realized h5 was really bad. So, okay, so he wants to move here so I can still win. Is it still possible to fall in love online? Yes, it is. It's hard, like I mentioned, because of the smelling thing, but it's still possible. Okay, so he's manufacturing some check or something, but I still win. Seriously. Like, how are you not going to lose? I don't know. Keep running, but I think you're going to get checked right here. I think it is possible, but it's definitely hard. So it's really hard over online chat because then you are talking with a robot. Most people who you fall in love with online over a chat system are not a person. So there is that. Okay, we have one more challenger, and then we're going to go. This is Tob. Yes, he doesn't have any idea about this show. He's like, who's this guy? I don't know. I'll just play him at chess. Because look what he did. First of all, he challenged me to casual. Like, casual? What a waste of time. Why would I play casual? And then secondly, he challenged me to 3 minutes with 0 increment. Now, you know that ever since 1994, I have not been able to handle games with no increment because I talk till I have 1 second. And that's when I start moving. So if there's no increment, I will run out of time. There's also the possibility that he has no idea that we're playing a chess variant. So let's double check that. I might have to just like, what is this? What is this opening called? Petrov's Defense, I think. It came to me. Isn't it called Petrov's Defense? Yes, it's Petrov's Defense. It only took me 20 minutes to remember. Definitely, I'm officially old now. D4 is next. Oh. My entire worldview has been turned upside down because I've just been notified that there are people who can't smell who still fall in love. I don't know what to make of that. They probably taste each other. I've noticed that people who are in love generally taste each other often. So I'll just adjust my theory. People who have a solid worldview like mine, they don't just give it up instantly. They're not like dinosaurs. That totally invalidates my worldview. No, they're just like, well, those dinosaurs were in the earth when it was created. They're not going to like overturn the entire worldview just because you pointed out it's impossible. They're just going to make some small adjustment. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to say, well, then they just taste each other. And if you show me someone who can't smell and can't taste who fell in love, I won't know what to think. I'll probably just auto defenestrate. That's probably what I'll do in that case. That's what I like about the null set, by the way. The null set, you can't make false statements about the members of the null set. You noticed me saying that earlier? I was like, you've never seen foxes, blah, 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 blah. It's because the set of all foxes you've seen is the null set. There's nothing in that set because you haven't seen any. So I could be like, every time you see foxes, first, you put on 3 pairs of underpants. And it would be true because you have never seen foxes, right? So that's what I love about the null set. You can get a lot of mileage out of that. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. There's a lot of things you could be doing with your time, such as your homework right now. You could be doing your homework, but thank you for watching. You're actually worsening your life by watching instead of doing your homework. So maybe I should say, stop watching, just do your homework. But I want to thank you because there are a lot of things you could be doing, such as you could be watching Friends, which is a TV show, and you're not doing that. You're watching instead. So thank you. It's hard for me to say thank you, and seriously. And the reason for that is it's very hard for me to be serious. I'm not a very serious person. I make light of everything. In this episode, I have made light of only a few things, such as everything I've mentioned. But there's a lot of things mentioned if you watch all the episodes. This is episode 461, by the way. See up there? 461. And that's a lot of episodes. So he's going to try to check me with this rook. I've got to find a way to prevent that. And that's the way I deal with tragedy. I make light of it. It's working so far. It's a little insensitive sometimes. It's often insensitive, but luckily for me, none of you know where I live, so that's good. Otherwise, you just come kill me for being insensitive, which most of you guys actually don't think that the death penalty is the appropriate response to insensitive people, but there's a few people who do. And so I'm glad that you people who think that don't know where I live. That's very appreciated. And don't find out, please. Please don't find out. Okay, my opponent in the chat has asked me. I'm reading the chat, the stream chat, and it says, "Hey ChessWhiz, your opponent asked in the chat which one is the rook." And I'm like, that's impossible. I can't imagine that. So I look at the game chat, and what does this say? What one is called the rook? He really is asking. I'm also losing. It is the one that moves straight. Is he going to put that in his translator? Straight, straight. What does straight mean? No. You can get regular checkmated if you move there. I'm going to try to check him with the rook, because this just really fell apart. That's not a rook, and that's not check. But other than those two things, this is going to be check with a rook. I blame it on beer. Okay. He's probably just joking. He's just trolling me. Because look, he's from Switzerland. And Switzerlanders, they know. Switzerlandians, they know which one is the rook. They know. I got some trouble in this position. This is bad. This is definitely a bad position. Okay, but this is good. This is good. I went from bad to good in one moment because I am now threatening check with the rook. Rook e8. Watch out. Watch out. Okay. I'll give him a take back because that would be a sudden and sad ending to this show. I want this show to have a sudden and happy ending, if you know what I mean. You know what that is? You know what a sudden and happy ending is? Okay, you don't. Good. Watch out. What's happening? This is definitely a slow ending. Okay. Okay, my turn. How do I win? Here? Okay. What happens? How do I make good moves? Oh, I could take that rook. I should probably do that. Yeah. He has to play king h8 here, which I don't think I have an instant win. I think I've got to... Oh, check. GG. Sudden and happy ending. Let's give him more takebacks because I'm interested in what he can do. Or maybe I just want to rub in the fact that I win. So let's let him resign. I enjoyed that. Thank you. I have to go now because I have just realized that there's more to life than ChessWhiz TV. So this has been ChessWhiz TV, but thank you. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. Are you ready? This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching. Man, that doesn't make me hide. I need to set that up. Hold on, guys. Right click on settings, or left click, settings, hotkeys. Okay. What is this one called? Countdown. Countdown. Hide. Okay, so we want to show the C920. show C920, keyboard shortcut, Alt Q. Okay, let's see if that works. It works! All of these years I've been pressing Alt Q to make the chessboard show up. And then I have to click on this tiny, tiny little eyeball that I'm not going to show you in order to make myself disappear. And that's why I always mess up the ending. But check this out. Check this out. Thanks for watching. It works! That's fantastic.